Okay guys, so this is how you fillet a redfish. So I've already done half of it, but got to do the other half now. So what you're going to take is you're going to take your fillet knife, and this has got thick scales, so it's going to be a little hard to cut through. You're going to kind of pull the fin up and go at an angle. Cut there. Alright, then I already gutted him too, so it's going to make it easier. Alright, see, now you have your initial cut down, like this. Now, see this little edge right here by the spines? You're going to take this, get your knife in there, and then start working the knife very slowly. Just like this. Just like that. See? Now you have a clean access to the back. I'm going to wash my knife real quick. And make sure that whenever you're frying the fish, you never put fresh water on a saltwater fish, because their meat will absorb it. Then you're just going to take your knife and just trace along the ribcage like this. Like that. See? I'm still working on my flaying job, so it's not going to be perfect, but I'm getting there. You're just going to start doing that. And once you get to the ribcage, you're just going to go right above those, but you got to take a few slices to find right above them so you don't lose the meat there. This side has the ribcage a little bigger than the other. Here we go. And once you're through, you just got to cut right here. And that's just the belly. You sharpen the knife again. Then you're just going to roll it down till it comes off. And there you go. There's one fillet of red. Since I told you guys I did the other side, I just haven't cut it yet because it makes it a little harder to fillet when the sides are unbalanced. I'm going to have to clean the kitchen. There's redfish blood and slime and scales everywhere. And there you go. There's that. Look at how big this redfish is. So I actually didn't catch this one. I was on a boat with one of my friends, and there's these people next to us, and they said they caught this fish, and they also caught some grouper, and they wanted to eat the grouper, but they didn't have enough cooler space for the redfish. So they're like, hey, you want this redfish? I was like, oh my gosh, are you for real? And they're like, yeah. I said, oh, okay, thank you. So yep, now you got your two fillets. Some people like to leave the scales on and do it what's called on the half shell, where you cook it on the grill. But I'm not doing that today. And now you're going to feel for the rib cage bones. You're going to take your finger and just, or your knife, but I use my finger. I can feel them right here. So then how you're going to cut those out, you're going to take it, feel for them right here, and you're going to just take your knife at an angle and cut those out. Make sure you don't have those because those are no fun to find while you're trying to eat. Alright, and I perfectly got those out. Also, when you catch your fish, make sure to bleed it as soon as you get it. These people, when they gave me the fish, they did not bleed it. So, that's why there's such a pronounced bloodline in here. Alright, see? It looks like I'm wasting meat, but there's actually just a lot of pin bones in there. I'm not leaving this in the trash, I'm putting that in the freezer. Alright. Once you can feel and you have no bones. Actually, there's a little bone right there. I'm just going to cut that out. Alright guys, sorry. Stopped recording, so I gotta keep going. But I'm gonna cut out those smaller pin bones. There you go. Now all this is just meat, no bones. Then you're gonna skin the fish. This makes sure that you don't have any scales or skin on it. You're gonna go at an angle, use this little flap of skin as a grip, then you're just gonna work your knife up the fillet, just like that. I found for me at least it's a little easier on the smaller fish, but one of the biggest fish I've ever filleted. Oh, you just see, there's almost no meat on it. Holy mackerel, what a bloodline. That's what happens when you don't fillet. When you don't bleed your fish. And then you can work it down, just like that. Skin's off. And look at that, there's your fillet. I'm going to cut that bloodline out. No one's going to eat that. That would be disgusting. So yeah, if your fish does have a big bloodline, you can cut that out. That's what I'm going to be doing. So let's get this out. And there you go, bloodline's out. There's a nice fillet you get. Not half bad. But yep, that's what happens when you don't bleed your fish. Alright, one fillet. Alright, let's work on this one. It's just gotta rinse and repeat. Alright, there you